Hi, Black people. It's that time of the month. You know what time it is? Where we continue celebrating Black like we always have done prior to, yeah. So let's talk about Ukraine and how Ukraine has actually been invaded by Russia. I mean, it's literally been invaded by Russia. Now, I know you probably been sending posts and praying for those of the Ukrainians that are suffering from this invasion that is going on by the Trump administration's best friends, Putin. Okay? So let's get into how they are basically racially discriminating against Africans, African Americans, and those that look like us.
Yes, for real here. And as you know, I got something to say. You might like it, you might love it, you might even hate it, but anything you stand by the end. So just comment below. If you don't know me already, I'm
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to I Got Something to Say. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for watching our show on YouTube and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you for commenting on our YouTube channel. And if you continue to comment, I'm going to continue to give you a like and comment back to you. Just to let you know that I thank you for watching our show on that channel. If you're interested in watching us on Instagram and Facebook, we're there too. You can watch us there at 11 a.m. each and every Thursday. And if you want to watch us on TikTok and all those other platforms, you can too. We'll post on there as well. I want to thank you for joining the IGSTS experience. And if you want to continue being a part of that family, just make sure you vote on Wednesday on the topics that you want to talk about on the show.
Blackotics, the activity associated with the governance of African American lives and or when our culture is entangled in political propaganda with a negative outcome.
So you might have been under a rock and you might not know exactly what's going on in Ukraine right now and how it's been invaded by Russia. So I have a little friend from TikTok and I want her to explain it to you.
Okay, so boom.
Go ahead.
We was mad at Big T for being cool with Big Bang P, but Big Bang P just linked up with China. And if I'm not mistaken, Big Bang P is one of the richest men in the world, and everybody and their mama owe China some money. So we might have an issue, but this is what happened. Big Bang P was looking at Ukraine, and he like, I like that territory. It's like real close to Russia, and I feel like it belongs to us, so I'm finna come get it. So he didn't move his military close to the border, and he letting them know, like, I'm finna come get it, like. Just letting y'all know, right? And so Ukraine is like, we don't know what he's gonna do. So they got their military out there teaching their citizens how to do Taibo just in case they gotta defend themselves. But some of the citizens, they like, you know what? You know, Big Bang P, he is kind of crazy, but he ain't finna bust a grape. And if he do bust a grape, guess what? America gonna come over here and help us. But my whole thing is like, I don't know if y'all forgot what happened in Afghanistan, but we was over there for over 20 years and nobody understood the assignment. So personally,
now we know what's going on in Ukraine. So now I'm going to show you what the media is talking about that's going on in Ukraine right now. Okay.
But this isn't a place, with all due respect, like Iraq or Afghanistan, that has seen conflict raging for decades. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully too, city where you wouldn't expect that or hope.
Did you notice how he portrayed Ukraine as these nice, beautiful Europeans that have never done anything wrong to any other country, and how they have been always working hard in their community to only uplift those in their surrounding privileged area? Well, I have something to show you. This was very triggering to me to find out it's Americans right over there in Ukraine. Because people don't really think about it's international basketball players, it's doctors, engineers, lawyers right over there. Some of them are African diplomats, some of them are immigrants, some of them are actual international basketball players. And so today we're going to talk about Prince George. Prince George is an international basketball player that was interviewed this week by Roland Martin, Unfiltered, and the Black Star Network. Now his parents, Pam and Michael George, were actually interviewed and talking about how terrifying it was to have a son right over in that country while it's a war going on, right? So what made it even worse is that it's racism going on in that country. Let me show you.
Why? What
If you notice in that video, they had children, babies, literally being carried, black women. They didn't want to take them based off the color of their skin. Racism didn't start here in America for those that don't know what's going on across the world. When we marched for George Floyd and you saw an international march, it was a cry out for we need international change. Before we end this episode, I want to exclusively invite you to the Entrepreneur Spotlight on March the 19th. Is going to be at the Whiskey Spotlight in the Dallas Metroplex. So if you're in the Dallas Metroplex and you're interested in seeing me, Chocolate Travelers, the Link Agency, and Get It Twisted Hair Company, please come on out. It's other vendors going to be there. It's going to be food, drinks, raffles, all those great things that you can think that'll be at a vendor's event. It's going to be there. I would love to see you. I would love to meet you, shake hands, have a little fun. But I want to say thank you so much for watching. I got something to say today. And if you have anything you have to say, comment below. And if you want to see another show, go to our YouTube and like our Facebook, because we'll like you over there too. I'll see y'all soon.